Know what I have to do? Well, I can't even play. What's good, John? How you doing, man? Let me know if you can hear me, brother. I'm at work right now. I'll probably turn the camera on after I get out this aisle, but I just had some things on my mind. I wanted to like talk about it. The bike looks nice, bro. I'm trying to get a bike soon too. Probably not like a BMX bike, but like a nice little mountain bike so I can start biking during the summer. Word, bro. How you doing? You good? Chilling? I haven't live streamed at work in a while. I wanted to live stream last Saturday, but I was really tired, bro. I did buy a lot of streaming equipment, so I have a new camera, a new streaming camera, and a new lighting setup. So I'm gonna be doing more streams. I'm thinking about doing a Saturday and a Sunday stream this week. That's if my job doesn't put me on Saturday. But a lot more streaming, a lot more videos and stuff coming coming very soon. Going about getting a 135. Word, bro. It's clean. Yup. It's another day at work. I'm in a frozen aisle right now. I like coming in on Wednesday night because I get paid, in a couple of hours, so it's nice. And then today's my day off from the gym, so it's really nice. And then Thursdays are, of course, very, very nice because it's a hard working day. It's gonna be a good Thursday, man. I also got like a nice little moving job I'm doing today, and I'm gonna make some quick cash, which is nice. So it's gonna all around be a next great couple of days. But I haven't live streamed like the past 3 weeks I've come in. I'm like, yeah, I want to live stream, and I'm just like, man, I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, some big changes happening soon. A lot of realizations. A lot of the stuff on my channel is starting to it's starting to evolve. My channel is evolving with my mindset and how I feel towards this place. So that's what I've been focusing on. Essentially trying to free up some time because I want to worry about you guys and YouTube and making content, and also like starting to just have or build something for myself. And I'm getting some resistance from the world, but that's just the game of life. I named the stream The Game of Life because I was just watching some videos, and this life is crazy, man. Like, it's wild. But it's a great life because you get to learn all these things. You get to learn how to really maneuver. What's good, Silas? For everybody that's in here and is wondering why there's like just a black screen, sometimes I like to come on here and just talk about stuff and just rant. I will put on a camera soon, but I usually just talk on these streams and give game on this life. Everything from jobs to people, money, all this other stuff. And yeah, like, it's just weird. Just watching like just the sentiment of people in the world right now, all this crazy stuff happening, and it's just wild. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, there's just too much going on right now. But life is so good. Like, this is the best that life has ever been for me. But at one point you're gonna want more, right? You're gonna want to start doing more with your time, more with your life, I mean, it's good to understand that and notice that early on. You don't wanna be living for other people, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And again, if you are enjoying, these live streams, if you're a, concurrent listener or someone that's come across my channel multiple times, hit that sub button, hit that like. That those likes really push the live out to a lot of people. And yeah, you guys got to be going for what y'all want, man. I tried asking my job the other day, like, yo, I'm not trying to do Saturdays anymore, like I am like, I have too much going on outside of life. And he essentially told me no and wait until the bigger boss came back. And I was like, all right, cool. And what I wanted to start to do also is start to remove the sort of ego and the anger from a job not giving you what you want and simply going out there and taking it. Because it's like I'll come in here and just rant to myself and talk about these things every day. And I'll be like, damn this and damn that. And it's the same cycle happening every day. And meanwhile, this is the most money I've put away, the most opportunity I've had in a while. So now it's like, I came to the conclusion that money doesn't really matter to me. Like, it's just the time, the time to work on the YouTube, the time to do all those other things that I want to do. So we must be prioritizing building stuff. And the biggest thing for me is like, I always try to tell people, if you're a little bit younger, man, you should be trying to build something right now, because the way that the world is moving, like, having an online presence, if that's something that you want to do, or having some sort of online way of making money, is going to safeguard you from the next biggest shift that's coming. That's coming. Coming is crazy. That is coming, like, in its life. Like, I'm not gonna like lower everybody's vibration with the sort of weird shit that's happening in this life, but you want to be a little bit prepared for life's unexpected events. I'll say that. And that's something that I'm just hip to now. Like, I'm hip to the world being a bad place, because that's just the inherent nature of the world. And I was just talking to myself. I was like, yo, like, it's not really systems and the government and all this. It's just people. All the bad shit that's happening in the world is because people. And on a micro level, it really comes down to how we treat each other. The fact that we can't give sympathy. And it's like, where does this stem down from? Does it start at your father? Does it start at your boss? Does it start at, like, no, it just starts at regular people. We just don't know how to treat each other better. And I think one way we could change the world and make the world a better place for all of us is just to treat everybody better, whether you know them or not. That's ultimately what is going to be what pushes the world into a better time. But until we do that, then, it's going to continue to be the same way. But there are things happening within this world right now that are just crazy. And there's certain things that happen every couple, years. These like events, like we had the one in 2020. I'm not going to say it, but the P word, we had that. The 2020 P word, we had that. And then, maybe something else is gearing up to happen. So other than that, life is amazing, right? I'm very blessed, but I think it's time that we start to take back our lives just a little bit. You still got to grind, you still got to get to this paper and shit, but we got to start thinking a little bit differently if we want different. So if you're coming across this live, and you could leave this live right now and go on about your day, do whatever you do, take this one word of advice. You must be working on something now. Create. Because this world will be ruthless towards you, even if you have the best of intentions, Like, it's just wild. Be selfish with your time and be selfish with what you want. And if you're young, enjoy your youth. Don't be, like, just because you see other people. Look, I mean, let's think about it. First, let me look at the comments and see what people say, and I'm going to go into this other rift. Just passing. I wish everyone had abundance with their lives. Your existence is appreciated. I love you all, Step. Man, I appreciate you, Steven. Let's get it. Help you unlock live streaming so I could do workout challenges. You got to get to like what is it, like 135, fucking 135. You got to get to a certain amount of subs to unlock live streaming. Live streaming is like sub and watch time count. So you need to do that first. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right. But I'm gonna say this, guys. Y'all gotta think about how social media like. And again, if you're coming across these lives, give it a like. 50 subs, word. Yeah, I think it is 50 subs. So if you're coming across this live stream, give it a like. I'm providing all this value. The least you could do is like. Anyway, you got to think about this life. Everybody's telling you you need to be this great person that's making X amount of money a year. You got to look this way. You got to look that way. And meanwhile, these are the same people online that is worrying about the job crisis. You got to understand, everybody is struggling now. This is not fucking 2021, 2020, 2022, where everybody is just, all sort of stuff. YouTube is popping, crypto is popping. Now everybody's doing terrible. So now it's like, if you got just a little bit of some shit going on, you're fine. If you have a job, you're fine. You're blessed. You're blessed than most other people. So we have to stop listening to these idiots online that's saying you need this and you need that. And also this is bad and that's bad. It's always been bad. And I try not to get out of touch with these certain topics, but I'm trying to tell people, like, everything that's happening on social media is just one big ass psyop. They're trying to get you to think a certain way, when in reality, let's say like the job market and the job crisis, a lot of people really do just need to like take a step back from the shit that they spending their money on. I tell people all the time, bruh, like, I don't really spend money on shit other than food and my rent. I get paid in a couple of hours. I'll probably go buy some clothes, maybe a pair of shoes, but other than that, and this is why I say, like, this job kind of saved me from spending all that money, because if I'm here 5-6 days in a week, overnight, during the daytime, I'm not doing shit but going to the gym, hopping on my computer, maybe playing the game for a little bit and then going to sleep. It's like, that's what I'm doing with my time now. And a lot of people will complain about, not having money for certain things, but what are we spending our money on? Like, if you are making $3,000 a month, you shouldn't have a fucking, even a $900 apartment. You shouldn't have a $1,200 apartment. What money are you putting away every single fucking month? You're not putting away shit. And then when some expense comes up, then you're like crying about all this other shit. Like, no, just stop spending money on the shit that you don't need. I've come across many people at this job that's like, yeah, I can't pay rent, I can't do this, but we're still driving a car, bro. And it's like, bro, just walk to work if you can. Why are we all complaining about certain shit when sometimes we could just take a little hit, a little reduction in certain things, just to not feel like we're the Kardashians all the fucking time? God bless you too, Millie or Mile. So it's like, and again, like, I don't want to be out of touch. I understand that for some people it really is hard, but I feel like it's still a plausible statement to say that sometimes we can take a little step back from going out all the time and doing all these other things. Like, I didn't know how much I really was capable of saving, and I don't think I was ever bad at saving. I just think that I wasn't making enough money to save. So you really do need to be making enough to put away and to save, but it's like, like, let's stop buying all the shit that we see other people on social media have and think that we need it. We don't need all those things. And social media will simultaneously tell you that you need to become this person, and then you spend more money, and then you're doing all this shit just to keep up with other people. Meanwhile, there's other people that's on social media saying that the job market is terrible. So what is it? Is the world a bad place or not? Is the job market terrible or not? It seems like there's two factions of social media. It's like, one that's saying the job market is terrible. The other one is saying that you need to be making fucking $2 million a year or you're not worth shit. It's like, both people are fucking wrong. Both people need a microscope over them, because it's like, who's actually telling the truth here? I think the truth is your life. The truth is your circumstance. Whatever you're going through is the truth. If you don't have the capabilities to make fucking $1 billion a year yet, then that's not your reality. That's not your truth. But if you have certain skills, then the job market will never be bad, because your skills will always be in demand. Of course, stuff like AI exists, right? But This is why we talk about these things on the channel, because we want to safeguard. We want to safeguard ourselves from it. Some weird people in chat, but I know, man. I see you like really removing all these people. It's crazy. It's wild. So when I say these things, when I'm telling people like, yo, like, stuff is happening in this world. If you have anything, slime is one of them. Yeah, I don't know why you laughing for, man. All good vibes in this live, man. See, John, these are the sort of people, bro. Like we don't pay attention to these sort of people, all right? On this live, they'll laugh and do all this other shit, but they don't see the vision. Like most people in this life, most people you come across ain't gonna be. They not gonna see the vision. They're not gonna really try to understand how shit going, right? But I've also learned not to just. I want to just take a step back from worrying about other people. We don't need God more than ever. I just want the world to be at a good place. Me too, man. Trust me, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm right there with you, brother, man. God bless everybody. I want to get closer to God. Me seeing how this life is going, I need to get closer to God, right? I want to become a better person. That's how this life is supposed to go. We need to always be constantly getting better. A lot of people won't get it. That's why with this channel, I want to grow the channel, but especially with the Discord, which I am working on, I want to grow the channel and actually provide value. Like real world value. And that's something that I'm working on, which is why whether it happens right now or in a couple of months, which it will 100% happen regardless of whatever, that was always going to be the plan. I'm going to take a step back from this job, and I'm letting them know that now. That's why I'm trying to ask for these things, because it's starting to get to the point where I can't even do no family shit. I can't do no YouTube shit, and my life just doesn't feel like it is where it needs to be. I have the guts to say, yo, like, I'm going to take a step back from this. Most people, will not have the guts to do that. And I want to be able to provide real world value through through my experiences and what I'm learning, right? I understand that there's people out there that actually still want to be great and do great things. And both of my best friends grew up in a foster care shit. I've seen it all, nothing but love here in the world. You know what? And I'm so glad you said that, because you're a winner already, bro. I'm like, that sort of stuff makes me emotional, because it's like, just seeing what you commented, bro, that shit breaks my heart, because I know there's a lot of people that's going through that same thing. And the fact that you still have it in your heart to do good, you're displaying one of the most prominent and potent ideas of what it is to be a human being, which is to struggle and still find a way to find value and do good and want to fight for who you are in your life. You still have love for other people and for this life and a love of life, even though life hasn't always been on your side. That's true human will and potential. So good on you, and shout out to you, man. I'm glad that you have that mindset, because there's some people with everything right now that don't feel anything close to that. Those are the sort of people I want to be around. Because life is always going life, man. But at one point we got to get up and say, man, like, you want better. You still want to do good. You still want to strive for something. Every single day, like, we're all winners. We get up every single day. That's the biggest win. You only really technically lose when you pass on, because you don't have any more time. If you have time, if you got up today, you're a winner. There's so many people that don't understand that and understand how beautiful this life is. But it's like, for me, I'm just trying to get past this resistance phase from everybody in this life, right? Or basically myself. Hot Chocolate, Everyone's a Winner, great song. If you haven't heard it, I'm gonna go listen to it. It's like we're all winners, man. That's what you gotta understand. If you have time, you have more time to win. Everybody becomes like a vet. Like if you had infinite life and you were just immortal, and you wanted to become a winner and you wanted $1 billion, $1 trillion, you'll get to it because you have an unlimited amount of time. Still gotta work for it, but you have time. If you got time, man, you could win. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to understand that you have all of the power within you. We're all just little pieces on a fucking motherboard that's making the system go. But at one point we gotta do shit for ourselves, right? If we stop working, the entire system stops working. Electrical signals literally go through our body and our brain. We have the power, right? We have the electricity and that infinite energy and that potential within our minds, but the world doesn't want you to see it. They want you to be broken. I could see it in some people's eyes. When y'all go outside, just look at how people are acting. Look at their sentiments. A lot of people will complain and they'll always be like, yeah, well, this, that, man. And I get it too. I'm not shaming those people. I don't think there's anything wrong with those people. I just think that some people haven't seen their potential yet. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you. Sometimes you need to be forced into certain situations to see that. Hopefully at one point everybody gets to understand that, right? But what I try to emphasize with this channel, what I'm trying to go towards is really just more, you could say motivation, but trying to like take action. Upgrading your mindset so you can actually, and this is something, and I'm really bad with this, right? I'm still not the best person that I could be. But I'm trying to tell you so you can learn stuff from my experience. I try to tell people like, yo, like stay with your parents and save money, help them out. Maybe you help them out, you give them money here and there, save. And work on stuff, especially being a creator if you like anything social media related. I want to make the Discord a community where I can help people, because I have a lot of ideas. I would like to just go into a Discord and have a community of people just to give them ideas and be like, yo, go execute. The amount of ideas I've given to people and they've done nothing with is insane. So if I could make a community in which they are actually taking advice and going after these certain opportunities, that'd be amazing. You have to act, yo. Life will not play fair for you. It won't. I keep on hearing this sound over here. I wonder, is that a ghost or some shit? Life is good, man. And I know life could be even better. I'm looking for new opportunities every single day. I'm not even keeping it. Because before I used to be really like in my head about what if my job knows about my content and all this other shit. Now I don't care. I've been putting all my money away. All of it. And I've been spending it too. I've been spending it and I can't spend anything close to whatever amount I have put away. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm looking for shit every day, but I'm looking for the next opportunity. As soon as I get that next opportunity, which is already there, I'm essentially just waiting for a better condition, because I could sacrifice. I could go uncomfortable for the next couple of months and do that. Because you could risk it right now and you could be good. It's not even really a risk. It's just like if you want to make a little bit more money until you exit a certain place or reduce your hours, it's like do that, which is what that's what I'm going to do. I'm not keeping that shit a secret anymore though. I'm all in on my dreams and who I want to be as a person. I can give less of a fuck about what anybody else wants, man. I'm at that point. You'll get to that point where you're just like, man, F this shit. I'm doing me now. I'm gonna take some L's along the way. Been taking L's, but they always are lessons. They're always gonna be W's. I want y'all to understand that. This life will not play fair with you. You have to be going for what you want. And it's not really any corporations or any even a human being's fault. You have to understand all of this shit is by design. It's made so we could become the best versions of ourselves, right? Once you understand that, and I understand that too, but it's like I still get mad at people. It's easier to blame people, right? Subscribe, saying, man, I've been working on getting my CDL. Stop drinking, smoking, looking for a better way always. Bro, I'm proud of you, man. That's amazing to hear. CDL is a great sort of certification or license to have, bro, for money. I had a friend from high school, man, and he has his like truck driving license, so he's taking care of his kids. He has like a nice little Tesla and stuff, making bread. Proud of him, man. If we're gonna be suffering in this life, we might as well be suffering making the most amount of money possible, right? What I'm trying to tell y'all is that money is leverage. And if you keep your expenses low and you make a great amount of money, let's say you just live in an apartment. I live in a room, I'll tell you my rent is $750 a month. The one thing I will say about this is it's not the hours for this job here. It's not the, like these videos I've been putting out, it's not necessarily that I'm getting bad money. I'm getting great money, as a matter of fact, for how much I need to provide for myself. But it's just like coming home after the 6th day and essentially having, and it's like, I've been saying like I want Sundays to be the days in which I go live. But you guys have to understand, this is my life right now. Monday through basically Saturday, right? If I get put on for a Saturday, I'm working 11 to 7:30 a.m. Let's say I come home at 8 a.m. on a Sunday because I'm working Saturday into Sunday. It's like I'll come home and I'll be like, all right, well, I have the day off, but is it really a day off? Because up until like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., I'm sleeping. And then you get up, you gotta run errands, you might have to clean, you might have to do laundry, do all that other shit. You got friends you wanna see, but you also wanna do YouTube stuff, you wanna stream. And it's like, I'll sit there and look at my setup, and I've done this 2 times in a row, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm fucking tired. I don't know if I have the ability to talk and be energetic for the stream. And it's like, you just say, damn, bro, like if I just had that Saturday, I could have streamed both days and got good sleep. And I'm trying to tell my job that, and they won't comply. So what I'll do is I'll say, okay, cool. What I did is I was like, okay, cool. I want to keep a good relationship with the job at the end of the day, right? It's an asset to me. It works for me. I don't work for the job. That's what people have to understand. I'm not, like, they employ me, but I'm still the one that's paying my bills. This only works because we have an agreement that I'm gonna come in 5-6 days a week. If I decide to say F this shit, I could do that whenever. This is not like a prison bid. This is not a prison sentence. I'm doing this shit willingly, right? So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, if you won't give it to me, I'll say, okay, cool for the next maybe couple of months. But once it gets to that time, and again, I don't think I've said stuff on this channel about this, but union construction worker, but always adding some. Yup, that's how you got to do it, man. The union is tough. When I get a whip, I might get into the union doing stuff like that. I might have to. And I'm planning on getting that car soon. I have money saved up. I have a certain target I want to reach, and then we're gonna be whipping. And the car content, the stuff I'm gonna be able to do with that is gonna be insane. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, like, I got my security license. I could do that in town now. And that's the job that I was working before here. And there was some BS that happened with that too, but it was easy. You guys got to understand, the security is one of those jobs where you're not doing anything. That job was easy as fuck, and I was making almost the same shit I'm making now. All I was doing was looking at people. You couldn't convince me to come in and do this multiple times a week for the same amount of pay when I could get paid the same thing and just do that. You take care too, Craig, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother or sister. I'm glad that you're doing better. Y'all gotta understand, like, in this life, work hard, but also work smart. I want to tell my job that, like, yo, y'all give me, when that happens, I'm gonna be like, yo. I mean, it won't even be a negotiation at that point. It'll just be, I'm just gonna go do that. But Yeah, I got my security license. I had some days off, and I just went and did that. You get paid like 20, upwards of 20, 21, sometimes even 22. In a couple years, I could get my armed security license. You get paid more for that. So it's like, these are the steps I'm making now. I'm getting certifications, like just like Crane said, right? I'm thinking about taking some online classes, but you need time to do that. If I had that Saturday off, I'd be able to handle all the things I need to handle and still upgrade my life. But they want you to work more and more and more for the same amount of pay. They want you to do all these things for the same amount of pay, divert more of your time to the job so you don't have time to get out. That's the trap. The thing is, I won't settle for that. I definitely won't settle for that, right? So it's one of those things you gotta be, and I'm glad I did that on top of also having money to sustain myself for a good portion of time, a time period in which I'll definitely find a job probably within the first fucking week or month. Probably not something that's all the way desirable, but something that will hold me down for the meantime. Not a lot of options in my time, but there are certain options I could take, advantage of. Smart options, right? It's like what I want to do now. So they don't give me what I want. I'll say, okay, cool. No love lost. But when it's time for me to take a step back, I will be doing so, and it will be with extreme prejudice. I'm not gonna care. I don't care what time of the year it is. I don't care what y'all got going on. If a job can't give you what you want that works for your schedule and your life, then you need to. But for right now, it works. Until next time, what you doing? I'm at a store right now, man. Thanks, bro. God bless. Stay on the ground. You too. Offset Mitchell, how you doing, man? And again, like the YouTube, I just made a video. Go check out that video about me getting monetized on this platform. Like I actually get paid on YouTube. I'm getting paid, like doing YouTube, right? It ain't crazy, but once you get paid on YouTube, you can't go back. Once you get internet money, man, you can't go back. You can't. It don't make sense, right? So this is what I'm trying to tell people. There's certain even just niches. I uploaded one little like gaming setup video on my channel, and to this day, people are still watching that shit. Just one little gaming, because I kind of used to do a little bit of gaming, like kind of content, day in the life sort of shit. And I want to do stuff like that too. I want to do that. Tonight will actually be a perfect night to do that, but I think I might record a video tonight as well. I have my GoPro with me, but I just basically finished investing in all of this stuff that I'm gonna need for the future in terms of content. Like I'm trying to make money with people. I wanna build the Discord. I want it to be a good community, a tight-knit community where I could be doing business stuff with people. I could be making friends and making family and showing people like different ways to go about just doing and enjoying this life. Cause I'm figuring them out right now, I have people that I follow on YouTube that changed my life. That taught me like, yo, you can actually do this, you can actually do that. Every single day I'm trying to look up on new YouTube updates and it gets so deep, y'all. I be trying to tell y'all, like, if y'all want to make money online and doing this shit, if you are a certain person, there's like certain things you can do that can give you opportunity. Everybody has their own look and style and things that they can strive and thrive in, right? And sometimes figuring that out could be the difference between you working a job or you working a job for yourself, helping out your family. Maybe I want to get my sister, some equipment so she could be great, right? Some computer equipment, because she's really good with animation and photos and art. But I can't do that working there. How long will I have to do that? How long will I have to work here just to do that? I'm not trying to work, grind just to be able to partly help her. I want to be with her, helping her. I want to try to get her out of her situation. And that's the shit that burns me inside, knowing that I want her to be in a place like this, not in a city. So when I'm thinking about these moves I'm making, I say this with the most, I say this with the rage of the fucking Red Lantern Corps. I don't give a fuck about what anybody and what everybody else is doing. I'm trying to help me and my sister and my family. Is either people could be a part of that or they can't. You gotta be ruthless in this life. I'm all in. That's why I say now I don't care about the content I'm uploading. I don't care if people know at my job know, which they probably do. I'm watching videos of people getting fired just because they're starting YouTube channels. These people will not play fair. I know I have value. If you want to lose that value, that's good on you, man. We have to be thinking this way. This world does not like you. It wants to take all your energy. You're the spark. You know, like the all spark, you're the all spark. You're the thing that powers Optimus Prime, that powers their homeworld. As soon as you take that shit away, you got no power. Your time and your energy and your attention is power. Don't give it out freely. You need to understand that. Everybody that's coming across this live, anybody that's existing right now needs to understand that. Can you shout out my friend? I keep on doing this and I'm already hip to the game, man. I know how this live shit works. I know exactly what these little word choice thingies are. Trying to get me to say some shit I don't want to say. I say this back then, I was working this job part-time and doing security part-time. Back then, I didn't really even understand or really wanted to understand the concept of saving because I think I was making, I don't know, a couple hundred a week here and then whatever I was making there. And I was like, all right, well, it's cool, you know, making money. But now it's like, now we're actually saving, right? So it's like, I don't know how I was paying rent back then. But my life would be perfect right now, at least for the short term. It'd be better, it'd be way better if I had that day off. So I'm gonna be fighting for that. No matter what, I'm gonna just allocate that day to a different job in the next couple of months. But for the summer, if I had that time to really lock in on YouTube, I wouldn't have to wait. And I'm basically just doing this shit until one day I snap and just say I'm done. I think everybody has a breaking point, just like when you're holding a stick and you're about to like snap it and it has that tension point. I'm right at the tension point. I'm right there. That Saturday shit needs to be eliminated. I'm trying to tell them that. I'm not gonna quit, but if they don't give me that before, you know, I really get to that point in which I snap, I'm just gonna take the reduction in pay and fuck off. Cause I could do that now. I have money saved. I have other shit that I could pursue. I just don't want to do it yet. It's not time yet, but that can happen at any point. Is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, life is good. Life is good. There's just also like, just me just seeing how just life is going, seeing how content is going. It's like there's just certain things I know that I'll be able to capitalize on, right? I'm trying to get to 5 TikTok so I can start selling products without a limit. So I need to start going crazy on TikTok again. I'm taking a little back seat from it, but selling products on TikTok is extremely viable. And now they have the same thing that's coming out on Instagram. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if I could get this Discord running and get people that's also interested in this stuff, I want to work with people. I want to get on calls with people and give advice. I want to share value because these things could change our lives right now. I've made money selling a product on TikTok. I had a video do like almost 2 million views and I had a product attached and I didn't get that much sales. I got like 3 sales, which is crazy. So I probably didn't sell the product right, but I've seen that video. I've seen like 2 videos that I made I've had people do reactions to it. I've had people, I've seen my videos on Instagram, and I never uploaded my shit on Instagram. To a point where one of my homies found me on Instagram when somebody was reacting to. So it's like, it's wild. Like this content shit, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's wild. It's OD. I mean, I essentially have the Discord. I'll probably like, I want to work on it tomorrow, but I got that moving job I got to do. So I got to, as soon as I get home, I'm going to sleep tomorrow after I eat. I got to sleep like immediately because that shit is happening at 4. So I'll have like seven hours of sleep, hopefully. But that Discord is coming soon. I have it basically made. I just need to, just refine it a little bit more. If you're in here, man, give the video a like. The like really does wonders for the video. It really takes it to the next level. It really makes it get out to the right people. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The way I see it is, and you know, this is why I like this job too. It's like I'm trying to express to people I don't hate my life. I don't hate the job. I just hate the time it's taken away. Because I've been able to learn a lot just about money and life and cycles of life and how this world really goes. And it's all being orchestrated by people. This is all just like some sort of puppet game, right? Us, these corporations, they're all being orchestrated by a couple of people, right? But if you know these things, you can capitalize on it when it happens. And there's a lot of shit that's going on within money right now, within the US especially even with the monetization on platforms. Like I mentioned before, like I had just deleted my Instagram and I had over 1,000 followers, and now they're saying they about to have shoppable shit on YouTube, on Instagram too. And it's wild because it's like, bruh, now they do that shit. Now I gotta grow another account to fucking 1,000 followers on Instagram just to be able to do that. And I be trying to tell people how crazy like monetization works on these platforms. Like, fuck sports betting and crypto. Like, if you are good at selling a product, especially online, as soon as I make 4K a month, bro, we're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be fucking cooking. My dream really in reality is to like live in a nice apartment, like eventually live in a city for like a year or two, have a nice little high-rise apartment and just work on content. I have a lot of content ideas, but I'm being restricted right now through the resistance of life and its expectations of me. But I'm smart. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. Being smart can get you far, but in the short term, it won't get you far, right? But it's the long game that we're playing. I am also building I'm building my actual brand, because Draco's like this is the first YouTube channel in which it's actually, I guess Draco really is the first brand, but before Draco was Wesley the Draco Slave, which is actually like my internet personality that I'm more widely known for, in my personal life at least. And I might drop my actual, my Instagram for people to follow and support me on, as well as my other YouTube. My other YouTube is just Wesley the Draco Slave, if y'all want to go and subscribe to that one. But I haven't done much with that one yet. I uploaded a couple videos, but I'm really just gearing up for taking some of my time back during the summer. If I could get that Saturday, or if I actually know if that other job is gonna get good hours, I'm gonna get good hours for that, then I'm just gonna go do that and then enjoy my my days in which I have off to work on YouTube. That's when we're gonna start seeing the 2, 3, 4 day streams sort of shit. Streaming 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Like, I want to do that. I have a whole plan for it too, but we just need a little bit of time. So I'm just putting together that plan so I can start to do that, you know. It's gonna be variety. It's gonna be rants, bigger rants, but it's gonna be in the room, just working, providing value, putting out videos every single day, talking about my experiences, giving value to you guys, providing entertainment. We're gonna be doing the video gaming nights. I just upgraded my computer. We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing more in real life vlogging stuff. When we get the whip, we're gonna be, experiencing other stuff. But some things take some time, But like I said, like I'm getting close with this job I'm not gonna care at one point, whatever is happening. And it really is just contingent on if they keep on putting me on for fucking Saturdays after they're saying like, yeah, like we're hiring part-timers and this and that. Like, bro, like sometimes, I don't know, they got enough people in here that like working, so it's like I don't think I'm needed on a day like fucking Saturday a lot. I think it's really blasphemous to have a fucking 48-hour work week. Like you have no life. I don't care about money that much to a point where I need to be in a spot for 50 hours a week. Like life still exists. My expenses are low, so I don't really prioritize it as much, right? I'm okay with living without and living in a room. My room is older. It got, not dirty wood floors, but they're hard to maintain and keep clean. So I have to clean it basically almost every other day. But it's still a decent room. Y'all have seen my room. It's okay. I don't need to keep up with everybody and get the apartment just to look cool on social media. Like I don't need to do all that shit. I'd rather put my money in my pocket for the time being. A lot of people won't get that. They don't see the vision. But I do agree with progressively overloading, progressively making your lifestyle better to keep up with your standards, right? I do believe going for better will get you better. And getting better will make it so you go for better, right? It's like a one-to-one relationship. When you do it in tandem. You do it in little spurts. That's my thesis. That's my hypothesis, man. I might make an updated video on how to really save 1,000 because I've just been thinking about money. I've been thinking about money and value as of lately. I remember for years I couldn't save 1,000, and that's the thing. Like, this job actually saved me. But if you're saved, like you don't need more saving, right? If you're already saved, you're at the the safe zone. It's like, well, you don't need to stay at the safe zone. You just go home and just go fuck off and do some other shit, right? So now instead of being saved, now we're saved. Now we need to thrive. Now we're surviving, so now we need to thrive. Right? Oh shit. Don't play fair with your life, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't play fair. Don't play fair. Where the fuck is Sarah Lee? Classic white. I don't know where none of this shit go, man. It's entire yo. Man, I could, and this is the thing too. Like, there's just so much to say about a retail job. I wouldn't be able. I would have to have like a 10-hour stream in order to really break down the pure lack of just thought that goes into a job like this. It just doesn't make any sense how easy but how stupid working a retail job could be. Once I leave, I'm really going to be exposing just so much about how you can really thrive in a place like this and how to use a job like this and people's psychology against them, because like this shit is like, I feel like I'm also just way too smart for a place like this, because the sort of shit that goes on in here is like, I can't even fathom why certain choices are being made. You try to call out those choices and they just say like, they have a blank stare. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm trying to remove myself from the thought of just the absurdity of certain workplaces. There's so much game about this life, man. There's so much game. I'm literally just organizing right now. I got put in other aisles because someone else left and I took their full-time position. But I used to do this section of the store, and ever since I left, it hasn't looked the same. I'm basically the reason why it's gonna be looking good for most of the fucking week, because I'm coming in here and organizing it. Most places don't have competent individuals. I believe that it's okay to be incompetent in certain things. Everybody has areas in which they strive in, right? But a job like this, like, you gotta kind of have to have a love or something in your mind that wants you to organize and make things look nice. Some people walk into this job and just say, fuck everything. Just throw shit on shelves, which is not how to do it. It's not like I take pride in working a retail job, but I do want to make things look nice. It kind of does give you a good dopamine feeling at the end of each shift, knowing that everything is nice and neat. What's up, Star? How you doing? How we doing? Good to see you again, man. Just on my rants, just like always, man. This life is crazy. This life truly is crazy. I think my problem is I put too much thought into shit. Like, if I wasn't just a fool, like, I just say fuck everything and just figure it out. But I'm too methodical. I want shit to work because I understand how fragile, how fast everything could just crumble down if you're not paying attention and at least planning shit. I think a lot of people are starting to wake up though, which is good. The system don't like when you wake up though. That's the thing you gotta remember. And again, the system isn't a computer, it's not a fucking simulation and all this other fucking like term and verbiage for people to use to sort of justify why we're in this position. This life is exactly where it needs to be, right? Everything is exactly how it needs to be. Systems and the idea of life being a simulation and living in a matrix really is just another word, just another way of saying other people put in other people, other human beings through a set of circumstances in which their life is a certain way. Systems, simulations, and matrices don't exist. Those are all just state of minds. Those are all just mindsets, right? Because you look at a homeless person, is a homeless person in a matrix? If they have nothing to lose, are they in a matrix? You only get in a matrix once your mind is so, so focused on survival, right? But if you're already in a circumstance, you kind of just like, man, it is what it is. You might be a little messed up in the head, right? But other than that, it's like, but even then, like, you could still kind of say it's the matrix. That's what I'm saying. Like, it gets so deep when it comes to like these like modern day terms for slavery, essentially, right? It gets so deep because in reality, everything really is just happening through your head. That's why I say like the matrix, simulations, all of this shit don't make sense. That's just all just psyops and propaganda. And even just that simulation argument, I was told when you're aware, you're hyper-focused and you can't unsee it. Yeah, once you see and you understand certain things, it sucks, man. It really does. Especially like coming from a place I came from the Bronx. So I could see something And I'll be sad, I'll be crying, I'll be dying inside, and I'll also just be able to accept it, I want to get more in deep into these more like sensitive topics, because as a person that's hyper aware, I feel like it's my duty to sort of expose and explain those things, because I can handle it, right? If I were to tell some people the sort of shit that's on my mind, they would probably say I'm in need of a counselor, or I'm going through some mental health crisis. Man, living in this world every single day is a mental health crisis. But it's like there's certain like doctrines and certain ideas, and I don't like, like philosophers and stuff is cool, religion, spirituality is cool, but it really is just a coming of acceptance at this point. Awareness and acceptance. I'm more in like the absurd, aware, trying to get to that maturity sort of level of my life as a man. But if I were to explain to people the certain things that go on inside of my head on a daily basis, they would probably think I'm crazy or some shit. Which I am crazy. I'll tell people I'm going through a mental health crisis. It's not because of the shit that's happening in the world right now. I don't think I've seen enough terrible shit to really be broken as a human being or as an individual. Because there's, especially in third world countries, there's a lot of shit that probably will break my spirit as a human being. But living in good old America, in which we have, certain shit. I grew up in the Bronx and projects and shit, nasty elevators, all types of rodents and bugs in my food and shit. I grew up in all that, so I can handle it. So now anytime I come across a person that's quote unquote weak or some other shit, it's like, bro, like, you don't know. And even my friends, man, they've been through some shit too. And my friends aren't even from this damn country, so some of my friends, so they've been through some shit. So it's like, and just seeing their willpower, it's like I'm trying to tell people it could be a lot worse. It really could be a lot worse. But yeah, I know my mental health ain't always, but is it even mental health, or is it just the fact that you just are aware of certain things? I actually think that my mental is probably in the best it's been in a while, because I'm actually able to like understand certain things and accept them. I accept where I'm at right now, but I'm also making a change. I talk to myself more than I talk to anybody else, right? I'm my own counselor. I do think counseling is good, because it's gonna work. It works for certain people, it works for some people. It depends on who you are and what you want. If you feel as if someone will help you with that, that's probably best for you. I've also had counselors in the past. I think it helped as well. But as a man, like sometimes, I think for me specifically, me just sitting in silence and putting on rain and listening to music and being at peace, doing the things I love, is probably the best sort of TLC that I could have. But I would be open to it. Your alternative life coach, that's nice. Yeah, Star, you definitely, I've seen some of your videos. You definitely seem like a very, what am I gonna say? Like a knowledgeable sort of person. You definitely look like someone that's very good at helping others deal with this crazy life, which I admire. I don't know, my mind is kind of like, cause I'm a creative, and one of my biggest things is just like infinite creativity and intelligence. It's out there. It exists within each and every single human being, right? And getting people to understand that is one of my life goals. Is like, if 10% of my life and my mindset is how effed up life is, 90% is, yo, life is so fucking beautiful through music, through art, through seeing people go through pain and then coming out on the other side victorious. That's my sort of mindset. So 10% could be, oh man, this life fucking sucks and all this other shit. The other fucking 90% is dead ass, like, life is amazing. And being just so present and grateful for this opportunity to even just have a job. Because I remember fucking a year ago, I wasn't nowhere near where I'm at right now. Gratitude is another big thing for me too. I'm extremely grateful. People say shit about what I do all the time on social media. It's like, bro, like there's nothing anybody could tell me right now that will put me in some sort of depressive state or some state in which I'm doubting myself, man. I done been through, I couldn't even say I done been through some shit, man. I done seen people that been through some shit. I done met people. I know people that been through some shit, man. I've been through some, quote unquote, some shit. The coin flip of life, let's say, just didn't favor me, which is not gonna favor everybody, right? I love turning pain into power and transmutating energy. I'm talking big energy though. Yup. We all like to watch Marvel, and we all like Storm and Reed Richards and Franklin Richards and Thanos and these reality manipulators. They could turn energy, and they're ultra powerful, man. People don't understand that they could do that shit, man, which is crazy. Once you realize how profound you are as a person and how profound life is, how amazing life is and how powerful you are, the entire universe just falls right into your hands. Turning a negative situation into a positive outcome in a positive situation is quite literally energy manipulation. You can't have that conversation with most people. Everything is energy, and energy never fucking dies. It just turns into something else. It turns into a different form of energy. That's what they don't want you to know, though. And that's not even secret knowledge. Like, if you just live life, you can figure that out. One of my biggest hypotheses is that you could come to the conclusion about everything if you really just sit down for a while and just take everything into totality. And you won't come to the conclusion of, like, everything. You'll come to the conclusion that you need to come to. Your conclusion, because that'll be different for everybody, right? But I do believe there's universal laws that take place and universal things. Just that everybody has a different way of living this life. Your conclusion is going to be, your key to life and your answer to what life is going to be different than the next person's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap into you with that astral projection stuff. And I did I had a friend in like middle school, high school, that was talking about something like the past life regression. And I did it. I don't even know if I did it correctly, but essentially, like in the 1970s or some shit, I was like a wealthy aristocrat, and the way that I ended up passing on was by driving myself off of a fucking a cliff because I was too worried about money. So I think in this life I want to survive and make money, but I also want to still be a better person and not have to go through that again. As long as we don't do that in this life, I'll be alright. But yeah, astral projection is something that I wanna delve into, which is crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine. I know there's people out there that say they've done it. I'm guessing you've done that too, Star, but I couldn't imagine that. I have to really tap in with you and learn about that entire world, because that sort of stuff still amazes me. 1:49, we're still doing good on time. I mean, it is a block night. It's not like I really have much to do. It's like the same thing every time I come in. It was always this, it's like nothing is really going up. That shit crazy. Timeline shifting. Don't let the world think that everything is like super normal. Like there's magic out there. Magic exists. All of that shit exists, man. Don't let the world honestly, like I do believe that we'll never see God face to face, but my concept of God is also different than other people's, or is not as widespread as ever. Like I'm more of a spiritual type of person, but I was born Christian. But like DC Comics, Marvel Comics, that shit'll put you on game. The emotional spectrum, the idea of multiple gods and energy projection and matter manipulation, that shit is that'll put you on game, man. I don't ever believe we'll meet God face to face. I don't think that's possible. I don't think we're meant to do that anyway. But I do think there's signs. I do think there's like certain ways that they'll tell us how like what the key or close to the key of life is. And also worrying about, the existence and the true nature of it is just a fruitless endeavor. You shouldn't aim to do that. And being on Earth probably is the best experience because, like, if you had infinite intelligence and power, then life would quite literally be pointless. If you could do everything, then nothing means anything. Time to call my mom. Once you get to it, you got it. It's easy for me to detach. Yeah. I'm walking proof. I manifest in a new direction. My life is going a little bit. Yeah. It's so crazy you say that because I kind of did the same thing. I wrote like on my whiteboard, like, yo, like I wanted to get a whip this year, basically a new job, new opportunities, better money. It's all basically sort of happening. Just writing things down is also very powerful too. It's kind of like writing it in a book. You're like bringing it to life through thought and through action and through writing it down. The pencil is powerful. Whiteboard is your best friend. People are scared to let go and believe in themselves. Yup. Write it as it is already received. Yup. That's very true. I'll go home and change it. I already have those things. They already exist. That's another big thing that I've been sort of focused on too. Like in my mind, like I'm already there. I'm just waiting for reality to catch up. It's kind of like you're on a computer and it's so crazy. Like all of this shit, like my head starts to hurt because it really is like all of the information really is right there in front of you. I feel like I'm about to go on another big rift, which I just don't have the fucking breath for, man. But it's like just the idea of waiting for like reality to catch up with you is like almost the same thing as like a computer, and it's like processes, the things that happen inside of that computer. It's like things rendering. In like computer terms, things rendering is like when you click when you like click on your keyboard on your phone or on a computer, sometimes there will be a delay, even if it's a little microsecond delay. Some people have really fast computers, like rapid trigger computers, and you're just essentially waiting for things to catch up. Loading screens, waiting for things to catch up. They already are happening. They already happened, but you're waiting for your computer, the processor, this life to catch up. Things already being in your head, waiting for them to catch up with your life. Who you are as a person, waiting for your life to catch up. It's already there, just waiting for it to render. Timeline shifting, yup. Now you have to act as if it's here. The reality has to catch up. Use the frequencies as a cheat code to expedite the process. I feel like that's doubt. The slow computer analogy. You mean like waiting for things is like kind of doubt compared to like just going and just doing it? It's just happening? I gotta... Can't show this part of the warehouse. The slow computer analogy. You're right. Computers really are relatively slow compared to other working. Damn, that shit is loud. Other working little technological processes. What am I doing now? Okay, we're doing. This is all back stock. Whole U-boat overstock. All right, so we'll work this. Do we work both? We'll work this boat. When you have doubt, you wait longer. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of like what I'm going through right now. Like, I don't know if I necessarily doubt, but I'll say this, like, since we're living on this earth, it's like you gotta pay for shit. So it's like, for me, it's not like I'm waiting. I already have a plan, but what I'm trying to say is, like, if you have no money, you can't just go out and make it work. Like, if you are dead broke and you got $0 in your bank account, it's like you can just go outside and make it work. I mean, anything is possible, right? But I think at this point, in the age of social media, if I really wanted to make it work and I was dead broke, I probably could. But I still want to, I still want to at least have a bed at night. I still want to have like some food in my stomach so I could last. But I definitely get what you're saying. I don't think I've been doubting myself. I'm kind of just working for, I have certain goals, certain like, what am I saying? Not a goal, but like, when you want to hit a certain level, and then you'll just go and do it without thinking. You receive more money when you spend more. Hey. I mean, yeah, sometimes that's really how it works. Receive more money when you spend more. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of like investing in a way, right? Spend more money, make more. But seeing your sentiment is like you're detached from money. So if you're detached from it, it just you naturally get it, which makes sense. Detachment is what I need help with. That's true. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. Like I've been seeing that as well, like a little bit in my life, because now my mindset has shifted. My mindset has shifted from needing money merely to just saying like, yo, I really want more time. So now the money has just been falling into my lap. Like the tax return was the biggest amount of money I've gotten in the past in my life for taxes, actually. Before I was in survival mode, I had to pay the taxes back. Now I got fucking crazy amount back, and I just basically put it all in savings. I do want a car, so I have to save. I have to save for that. But yeah, save in survival mode. That's what I was doing before, survival mode. I was only saving, and it's like now I just kind of, anytime I want to get something, I'll just get it. Money will always come back. I agree. Buy something you want for your car now, yeah. And trust me, like, sometimes you end up having to spend that money anyway. I definitely like that mindset that you have in terms of just the way that money flows into your life rather than needing it. Detachment really is like that really is something I want to get into. Just detaching yourself from people, experiences. It is what it is at the end of the day. These things really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I have a question for you, Star. Like, what is your what is your take on all of these teachings and these spiritual things for like third world countries? Because I think about it all the time. It's like, and I don't know, it gets so deep, but like, can you just tell somebody to go into a corner and meditate and be spiritual and be religious when there's literal wars and shit happening? You know, like people's lives, people are losing their lives. Like, how do you feel about that? Because that's something that I'm like going back and forth with. Hope stocking wasn't too heavy for you. Just got done with the canned food. Today's a block night for me, so I'm just organizing and putting up back stock. It's not too crazy. It's actually a pretty chill night, even if it's a steering wheel cover. Jesus tried his best and still had naysayers. I mean, yeah, Jesus was crucified. He was put on that cross. I do, I'm not criticizing it. I also do. That's why I took a step back before I took a breath, because it's like these people that are going through these existential crises are still praying, they're still religious. So I think that's the biggest testament towards that having validity. It's just hard for me to understand, because me living in America with a decent, a great life, it's like it's insane. So there's major credence behind that, which is why I'm starting to like, I want to get closer to God and my higher self. It does begin with self, I agree. Yep. I'm about to put on my earbuds, man. I bought these earbuds that's made for construction and shit, just so I wouldn't have to hear this fucking music and I can hear my thoughts when I'm working here. They play this sort of music. Everything in this life is like, most things, especially like corporate things, since this life is just about consumerism and selling shit. It's like you're just being so constantly flooding with all these sounds and all these colors and shit. Like, you can go into nature and see that shit. I don't need to be hearing a damn song about how good life is. I know life is good. I don't need all these bright colors and fake giddy music to fucking feel that.
Welcome to Tops Moolahville, where
This store fucking gets on my nerves sometimes because I can't even hear my damn thoughts. Yeah, it is. It's fucking the biggest programming, man. All of social media, all of everything is just selling products and just diluting who you are as a person through just intense, constant programming. Whether it's political shit that you want to buy, it's crazy. Everybody's trying to sell you something or make you think a certain way. It gets fucking annoying. There's a psychology behind this shit, man. Whoever's running this program or this system is really good at it. Like I said before, it's just life. The inherent nature of life. I'm tired of tying negative circumstances to people. All of these people can't pale into comparison to the higher power, which is yourself. The consumerism say, I get so mad at every time I turn around they want me to buy something. Yup. Man, trust me, this is what I've been noticing even about this phone. I've been wanting to buy a phone for the past, I'm using the iPhone 13. I could go out and buy the fucking 17 right now. But I just won't do that. I have other stuff I want to spend money on first. But it's like this, like I said before, this world, fuck people, corporations, the shadow government, the Illuminati, like fuck all that shit. Just the world is crazy because, ever since I looked up new phones on my very phone, now my phone started to get slow. I wonder why that is. Maybe Apple, maybe Tim Cook got some little algorithm that's in your phone that slows it down ever so slightly, but over time starts to ramp up the slowing. The more and more you look up the phone, you look up, all right, new iPhone 16, 17, 18. Boom, it hits it hits in your phone. Your phone knows the AI within your phone, or the little programming within your phone that they do with the update. It knows that you're looking up a new phone, so it pushes you ever so slightly every single day, slows down your phone a little bit, makes it a little bit like, slower. So then you eventually just snap and say, I'm gonna just go buy another phone. All of a sudden you're on a payment plan, or you just spent $1,200 on a fucking device that just sits in your hand and in your pocket most days. Again, people would think I'm crazy for thinking that, but being aware of how unfair people play and how retarded this life is, you know. And again, Apple has said that they slow down phones. It's been confirmed, but you know, crashed my Google AI the other night. They actually called me a glitch. Swear to God, I didn't like the wording they were using. Tell them I was around my entire show. Hey man, especially with this AI, this AI stuff, man, is I like, and I'm a person that uses AI. I use it for some of my videos. I'm using it, but it's actually insane. Just doing more research on AI and like LLMs and shit. I think AI definitely is a threat to humanity. I think the bigger threat is quantum computing, because there's regular computers. This is the danger list, right? There's computers, algorithms. Let's say the most dangerous algorithm essentially makes you stay on a platform. You become brain rotted. You're just online all day chronically, whatever. That's dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as the power that AI has. And then above AI is quantum computing. Quantum computing is like the fucking, like, AI was already the event horizon, a point of no return for humanity. But quantum computing on just a sort of privacy basis is extremely concerning. I think luckily for us, we won't see the major implications of it. Will be passed on by then, but to future generations, it might be a little cooked. Yeah, people think it's fun, but it's using us as a teacher. Yup. Apple is known to slow down old phones to force users to buy new ones. I'm telling you, is as soon as you go on your old phone, you might be on the 16 Pro right now. You go on your phone, you look up the 17 Pro Max, your shit gonna start slowing down for a little bit. I'm telling you, for no reason. But all of a sudden, when you sell your fucking 12 Pro Max to somebody else and you resell it, you reset it, all of a sudden it's a brand new phone. How is that possible? Is it only because I looked up a new phone that is slowing down now? Like, yes. Yeah, I wanted to get a 15 or 16. But then again, I got Boost Mobile, and this company, they trying to sell 3 4 year old phones for like $700. I won't do that. Before that, I'll just go to Apple. And the way that these companies work too is like you're supposed to be able to buy a phone, and it just, now they want you to go in the store and then like set it up with them so they get the fee. I'm like, man, fuck you guys. Y'all not getting my money. Stay broke. Stay with your little fucking, you know, get your little $100 for setting somebody's phone up. Good on you, brother. Like, cool. I'm not doing that with you though. I go to Apple myself and fucking buy the phone. Fuck that. Yeah, iPhone chronically is just the same phone every year. It really is. Like, America is so crazy because we essentially get all of our product from everywhere else in the world. And if you go to China, you go to Japan, the stuff that they have there is like already 20 years in the fucking future. The shit that we have here is actually pretty outdated. I wouldn't mind moving to Japan.
I just, you know, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to move. Just where my life is taking me, yeah, the way that they like spy on people in Japan is probably way worse. I mean, I know it to be way worse. We talking about American propaganda and censorship, man? Yeah, go to Japan. You ain't gonna have no life. You can't speak out on nothing. It's so niche to say you want to go off grid and shit, but it's like, yeah, the U.S. is way behind. Their cars is better to a point where they won't even let you import a Japanese car, a Chinese car. They won't let you do it. I haven't been to Japan or China, but apparently they got like tiles that you walk on the floor and it generates energy. Like, what the fuck they got going on over there? They got flying cars and shit, bullet trains. Shit is beyond me, man. We're gonna be even more behind if they don't figure out what to do with this money crisis. But I don't know. I don't know about the money here, man. Most of this shit won't matter. I don't really care, honestly. If I'm gonna care, I'm gonna care for the people that's gonna be hurt. Like always, there's always gonna be people that's gonna be the ultimate non-benefactors of the terrible fucking practices of the U.S. and the wider world, right? But like you're trying to do, Star, I'm just trying to detach from all of it. It's all happening and it's gonna happen. There's nothing I could do about it, but there's a lot. There's everything I could do about my life individually, at least. I can't control the opinions and the thoughts and the actions of other people, but I'm still gonna aim to be a better person. I still will aim to help. You can import a car from Asia. You can import but I'm like that too. When people say things like say it correctly, like you could import a car from Asian or Asia. Can you import cars from Asia? Why I don't see a lot more Asian cars? What I mean, what are we talking about in Asian cars? Like what Mitsubishi? I don't know that much about all that shit. All I know is that we don't. The U.S. doesn't like when imports come in and it's better than the products we have here. That's essentially what I'm trying to say, right? And the stuff that they have there is way better than the stuff that they have here. Yes, we have German cars and all that, but still the technology over there it just eclipses what we have here. That's just a fact. Oh, you got it. You know what's so crazy too? Like people will come into this live and literally get mad. Like, let's say I made a mistake with some of the things that I say factually. That happens all the time. It is what it is. Sometimes you can correct me. But the way in which people try to do things, they be getting themselves mad and be acting like they all high and mighty, talking about this and that. It's like, bro, like, I've never seen people, especially people online, get mad about some shit that really just doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like a misfactual representation. Nah, you ain't disrespecting me. I'm not talking about you, Star. I'm talking about whoever this Rain guy is. This Rain person. You're fine. I was just wondering why they came in so aggressive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1.8k seconds. Timed out by Star for 1.8 seconds. How many seconds? I mean, 6 times 6 from 18 times 18. So what? 3 minutes? 30 minutes? Am I tripping? Is that 30 minutes? 60 times 1.8. Did you time them out for 3 minutes or 30 minutes? I don't know the math. That's funny though. We don't need people coming in here acting like they're fucking Einstein. We talk, we correct each other, and we keep it positive. Debate is always welcomed, but acting like you know everything is not, bro. We're all learning here. This is a safe space, all right? All positive vibes. 30 years. I was like 1.8k seconds is crazy. Better than me. I would have timed. I just. You're better than me. I literally just hide people. You're hidden. That's it. You're just hidden. Honestly. But one time I came home a little tipsy from a night out, and like I don't know, some people, especially like more religious sort of people. I believe in God. I believe in Christ. But then again, like it's still man at the end of the day. You still gotta learn from God and life itself, right? And some people are really like try to put you down, which like further just disingenuates or just disproves your faith and who you are as a person if you cannot just aim to help and not have your ego attached to being right, especially when it comes to not political, but religious stuff. And some people can't handle. Jesus Christ, is like we're putting these things on the fucking shelf and there's no space. I mean, I did that. All right, so I'll take. Sometimes I'm the problem, all right? But some people would just act all high and mighty with the higher powers. Like, bro, you're not the higher power. You're just man. And I don't like people like that. It shows that their ego is getting in the way of what they believe in. And that's a very dangerous person to take advice from. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of pastors, there's a lot of spiritual people that try to sell you stuff, and they don't care about that stuff at all. They just care about making money. A worldly tether. Alright? I'm down to have conversations and discussions, but don't act as if you're all this ego is out the roof. It's insane the way that people be moving. That's funny though, he got hidden for 1.8k seconds. I wonder if John is still in here. I gotta do that Discord. Hopefully they don't put me on for Saturdays. I want to stream Saturday and Sunday. I got a new lighting setup, a new webcam. So I want to put out better content now, better stuff. I want these rants to be more prominent, these talks to be more prominent. I just do want it to have a bit more of a professional look. I don't know. I got so much shit I gotta buy, man. I got so much shit I gotta buy. But I did one day just pull the trigger and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the tripod, I'm gonna get the light, I'm gonna get the camera, I'm gonna get it all in one shot. No more waiting to buy those things. Yo, the Meta glasses. You know ball because I've been trying to tell people for the longest time. I want to get some Meta glasses. Dead ass. I might actually have to. I've been telling people for the longest time, yo. The Meta glasses will make you a lot of money if you're a content creator. That is, and I've been on game with that because I've been uploading first person point of view videos since I got that GoPro. That is a niche that is so untapped. A lot of people are tapping into it now, but it's not going to get oversaturated for a while. If you could establish a foothold within that niche of video making in terms of content creation, it's up. That's a great opportunity right there. The Meta glasses, man, can really propel your shit. And I've given people ideas for free. I've said, yo, just do this, and they all just laugh. They just say, yeah, it's alright. I'm finna take that idea myself, man. 31, 23. Oh, but those are different. Okay. Meta glasses. Even just conversations about tech in the future, man, there's a lot of opportunity, which is why I'm not worried about jobs. I want to just get there faster. I wanna get there a lot faster, which is why I'm making actions right now to sort of help me with that process. In terms of technology, the opportunities that are popping up are gonna be just if you're forward facing and just know where this life is going, it will be like, let's say back then, like the housing boom or when people bought Bitcoin, like the next couple of years is like fucking 2019, 2020 Bitcoin all over again. The housing market booming all over again. You just got to be paying attention. My biggest, I think the biggest play you could make in this life right now is getting monetized on a certain platform. Now on YouTube, you could tag products and sell products. On TikTok, you can sell products and tag products. On Instagram, you can tag products and sell products. So if you make one video to sell this Febreze air freshener and it goes viral and you upload that video on all of those monetized platforms where you could sell that product, you be making money every single day with just that video, with just one video. I'm working on my second YouTube right now. And I'm also working on this one. That YouTube is gonna be like an entertainment channel. This is gonna be a like value driven talking life experience sort of channel. But the ideas I have for entertainment is just absurdity, man. It's crazy. So I have a couple more months or weeks or day or hours, depending on what happens in this life, right? In terms of getting some time back from this job, but if they don't give me that time, I'm just gonna take it. Like I said earlier in a live, I'm not really down to wait, especially since hiring people is really easy. Just increase the pay, and they don't want to do that. So it's like, fine, no love lost. I'll leave on good terms and shit, or not. It don't really matter to me. I'm gonna be I'm going places anyway. I'm at those places anyway, right? But I'm all in. Just even feeling the sun and its energy. I'm feeling those primordial energies again. During the winter, it's hard to feel it, man. It's so cold and shit, but I was still grinding during the winter, so it's not really about feeling it. It's just like there's just certain seasons where you might thrive in a little bit better. vlog my cross-country trip. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks left on my job. Nice. That has to be an amazing feeling. Kind of reminiscent of like almost the last day of school. You're like, man, F this shit, man. It's lit. The dopamine I'm feeling just from just getting sunlight is unmatched. I have to chase that sunlight, man. I need to be in that sunlight. I'm not gonna have people walking around here talking about how good their life is. They going on all these nice little, taking their bike outside and doing X amount of miles. Like, I want that too. Meanwhile, I'm doing all the grunt work during the nighttime and I gotta sleep during the day while life is happening? Absolutely not. Less of a fuck about the money. I'll make the money. I have shit saved. And just like Star is saying, it's gonna naturally vibrate into my life no matter what. But I'm not gonna have people not valuing me and they living their life. It's like, nah, the votes could be reversed right now depending on what I want to do. This is not a prison sentence. I have my security license. I want to get back into security just as a part-time job. I'll end up going part-time at this shit at one point. And then just have more time for my YouTube, and that's it. Everything is good in the hood. But that's just a backup plan. Like, the work is that's just to sustain. The YouTube is gonna pay. The TikTok, the selling the product is gonna pay. Those are the things that's gonna pay for my lifestyle. But I have to tell myself, I have to come to this conclusion. Like, I'm not trading time for money anymore. And I know I'm valuable right now because they don't have a lot of people. Corporations like this, they can't keep people for shit. So it is what it is. People enjoying their life during the day. Meanwhile, I'm not enjoying my life. Absolutely not. We ain't gonna be doing that. Do you have to be monetized to sell products? Yeah. But now YouTube is making it easier. That's what I'm like trying to incentivize people to get on the YouTube game now because there really is a lot of money for everybody, right? Even a person that is at the top of their prime can still be eclipsed by one person that gets mind share. It don't matter how much subscribers you got. You just need to get to 1,000, and have a certain amount of watch hours, and then you can start tagging products. You can start getting paid by ads. And yeah, on TikTok especially is good too, because you get to 5K, which I haven't gotten to yet. I'm at like 4,300. You get to 5K, you could essentially, and this is what I said on my video, you could essentially upload a video, whatever X amount of times a day and get paid commission every time you sell a product. So if this shit was like $20 and I sold it 100 times and the commission was $3, I made $300. And you could do that with one video. I be trying to tell people, like, social media money is insane, especially for YouTube, because you decide how much you get paid at the end of the day. If you made $5 with each video you uploaded, would you upload 100 times in a day to make $500 that day? That's essentially what, like, I'm trying to tell people. There's no cap on how much times you can upload. You just upload whenever you want, and you can make X amount of money depending on your retention. Once they start charging you to upload on YouTube, that's when it's gonna be like, all right, well, now the opportunity is damn near not gone, but it's way harder. But since YouTube is a free platform to upgrade on, as long as you keep people here, that's absurd. Think about it. Like, it's free to upload. I'm trying to tell people, yo, upload, get monetized and make money. Like, yeah, it's hard. I don't want to. You're just not gonna make it, bro. You're NGMI. People are talking about the job market, but don't want to get into content creation or having some sort of online presence to sell products and make money, make it make sense. My watch hours suck. You know what it is? I'll say this is branding. Branding at the end of the day, and also how you do things, new certain styles of look can elevate your channel. So it's not you or the content. It's more so how it looks and how other people receive it. Yeah, go live a lot more, man. I'll definitely pop in. I will say this: the meta glasses can help you and can propel. A lot of people like to see things from other people's perspectives, right? So no matter what you do, think about it. Like I had videos that did like almost 100K. I have a video that's almost at like 70K views, and then going to 100K views with just me working here, and it was just a camera strapped on my head, working at a fucking store. So just think about if you were doing something even remotely just more interesting than that, you know? And just be authentically you, you know? Just be you. We could talk about it. I'm down to give advice. This is what I want to do. I want to help people with their platforms because I'm still learning it, but I have been studying this topic for a while. What is that noise? It might be the cleaner. I don't want this to be the start of another Netflix hit, man. I still got some life to live. But yeah, like yeah, it's insane. We need to tap in because I really am down to help. I've peeked at your content too. I definitely could give you some words of advice for not necessarily what you're doing. What you're doing is cool, but just how to make it look a little bit more appealing to others while also still like maintaining your own like style. And you got to 1,000 subs, right? You're over 1,000, so it's like there's like there's proof in the pudding there. There's some people that legitimately, some dude commented on my shit the other day and was like, "Yeah, bro, this is cool, but you shouldn't drop a clothing brand. You shouldn't make these sort of videos because people have TikTok brand." I'm like, and I look at his page. I said, like, thanks for the advice. No love lost and shit. And it was like, I looked at his page, and like, it was laughable compared to my shit, and my shit is basic. I'm just now learning how to do all this shit. My shit is bottom of the barrel, right? And there be dudes that have like literally 2 views, 6 views on their shorts talking about do this, and I don't even care about metrics, right? Fuck comparing metrics. Is like, have you shown progress? And there be people that have no progress talking about how you should do things. That don't make no sense.
Welcome to
You have no
Tops
feats.
Moolaville, where your grocery shop pays you back. Don't miss this week's digital e-coupon doorbuster, available now. Visit
Yeah, I mean, I'll
topsmarket.com
say this
or
too.
scan
I
the
mean, meta
QR
glasses are
code
great.
in
Meta
store
glasses
or
are a
the app
great
to unlock
addition
this week's featured
to the
deals. Log into your Tops Bonus Plus account.
to the
Click
thing.
the
I'd say
e-coupon
buy
code. It's ready
a
to use at
relatively
checkout. Clip it, shop it, and
newer
enjoy the
slash
savings.
older
Only
Sony
at
camera,
Tops Moolaville.
like a Sony, because that's what I want to get right. Video quality is everything. Video quality in a nice light, you're cooking. Of course, that's a big money investment, right? But practice with whatever you have now, and then once you get really good at it, then go out and buy that camera. That'd be my biggest advice. Because I want to buy a Sony camera right now too. I'll probably do it next year. Because I have a camera just a little bit older. That noise is pissing me the fuck off, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even if, like, let's say I wanted to even turn on monetization for this video. It's like they playing all these songs, and it's like I had to buy earplugs just to not hear this music. But yeah, like I definitely have a lot of. I feel like I'm at the point where I feel like I could give good advice to anybody that wanted to make. Just because I've studied so much other content creators and see what works for them, I saw what works for them. And it's like sometimes it's just little tweaks. Yeah, I still work overnight and like psychedelic lithium because of, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're already at 1,000, so your monetization might just be the watch hours. I'd say shorts. Shorts is what got me essentially monetized. Shorts in a long form video. 235. And once you get monetized, and then you have like a good sort of way of doing content, it's only up from there, right? Then that's when you can worry about like planning videos on YouTube. You can like bulk record like 10 videos and then just schedule it for the week so you don't even have to upload. Just do it all in one day, couple hours, and then you like want to schedule Monday 7 a.m., want to schedule Tuesday 5 p.m. Like YouTube is a business, but you don't even really gotta treat it like that. Just treat it as something you have fun doing. Again, for your style of videos, I don't see your style of videos being like heavily edited because most of the content really isn't what you're saying and what you're doing in a video. But little visual tweaks, maybe like a little bit of color grading, the music in the background, maybe the better sounding mic, like all things you're gonna have to invest in. But once you get the setup, you'll be excited to just put out quality content. But quality content could come from anywhere, honestly. It could come from a phone. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on like even sometimes how you say things and maybe the speed at which you're talking, the scenery. And thumbnails too. Thumbnails are a big thing as well. So how I usually work, I start in cereal, then I go to pet. But right now I'm blocking, so I'm not doing hours I usually work. Right now I'm blocking detergent. I just finished blocking peanut butter. Then I'm gonna go to baby, go to pet, and then finish off with cereal. Just organizing. Yeah, like set up a nice corner of your house in which you just like just set it up really nice, and then you don't gotta go too crazy, but make sure it's nice lighting. Lighting is the best thing. And YouTube just overall will push your videos if they're not grainy and bad quality. That's just a YouTube thing. They won't push videos that are like inherently got bad quality. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna turn you guys off for like 1 minute. Yeah, uploading the visual and auditory quality of your content is paramount. Like I do YouTube to make money, but I also still really like YouTube. I like putting out quality stuff. I like creating stuff, so that's just me. Yeah, and I mean, I also went to school for photography, and I've studied YouTube and video and edits, and I edit videos and stuff. So I'm not a great editor. Like knowing how to edit is like a really good skill. Knowing how to set up lighting is a good skill. Knowing how to make something aesthetically pleasing is a skill. Being a content creator has quite literally eclipsed and overcome certain just just market share in terms of certain jobs. Now, like, it's so crazy. Now, there's no such thing as being a basketball player and being called just a basketball player. When you're a basketball player, you're now an influencer, right? They kind of go hand in hand. Like Reese Williams, Angel Reese, I said Reese Williams. Angel Reese is a basketball player, but she's more so of an influencer, you know? Because social media or interest media, like Gary Vee likes to say, is the stuff that matters. It's not TV anymore, it's just social media or interest media. Interest media. I plan on making a lot of money in the next couple of months with social media. Shit, this shit open? Meta glasses are like, I want to find a used pair. I mean, I go out and buy it, but like I said before, I have so much other shit I want to buy. I do want to get a pair of Meta glasses though. Stealing stream? Nah. Let's go Arsenal. Arsenal agent, what's up? What's up with you, gang? Refurbish a 187. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, if that's the case, I'll go pick one up soon. What's your question, gang? What's your question, man? Yeah, facts. You know, I had a girl I used to be entangled with. I don't know if entangled is the right word for this stream, but we used to be. I don't know, can you call it a relationship? We used to be affiliated with each other, right? And I used to tell her all the time, yo, you should be doing content. She worked in like the medical field. I was like, yo, you should do content. You should do content. You know, like it'd be cool if you could like, I mean, record, you know, your interactions with patients, and a lot of people like that heartfelt content. You could make content off of that. You could make content off of the creative endeavors you like to do with beauty and skincare and all this other stuff. Always used to doubt it. Always used to doubt it. And I'm like, bro, like, it's, I don't know. Maybe I was being too hard on this person, but it's hard to relate to people that don't want to go out and just do things, right? I get it too, but I don't think going forward, I would want to be around people that aren't willing to at least try out creative endeavors. It kind of pisses me off just knowing how expansive this world could be and how creative and amazing this world could be in terms of creativity. I think that's probably the reason why it failed. Just a lack of creativity. That's a big deal breaker in a big 2026. Outside of just even relationships, in terms of just friendships. If you don't got that spark in you, that fundamentally shows the best parts of being a human being, which is creativity, it's like I don't know. I know my language try to start as a friend, but now I wanna. What was your question, Star? Did I not see it? Arsenal, what's your question? What am I doing? I'm literally just organizing. It's a block night. In a store, there are these people called stockers, and we put things on shelves so you could take it. And on nights where we don't have stuff to put on the shelves, we just take stuff from the back that didn't go up, called back stock, and we just put those things up, and then we also just organize the store. I appreciate the sub, man. Thank you. Thank you, Arsenal, man. Appreciate you. That shit goes a long way. Today is like the best and worst day because I get paid. I'm getting paid twice today. Just through work in a couple hours and then through a moving job that I have. And then that's just gonna take significant time from the time I'm supposed to be sleeping, so I'm gonna be fucked up. And it's gonna be not a difficult night, but a good working night later on today when I wake up again. But I don't know, this person in the gym kind of just came up to me. Cool dude, I see him all the time, and he was like, "Yo, like, I'm moving, bro. I give you some bread if you help us move some stuff on Thursday." I was like, "Yo," psst. And why did that happen? Physical fitness. Once people see that you are, you know, in the gym and you make progress, you look a certain way, you have a certain energy about yourself, you will just attract opportunities, which is why I tell people to go to the gym. And which is why I also stress to people that calisthenics is the best way to get into the gym. How fareth thee this day, my most beloved and trusted comrade in both? I'm doing all right, man. I don't know how to. I guess I think that's what you're saying. How am I doing? You're using this like rustic, medieval wordage. I'm actually fucking hungry, man. I need to go eat something soon. Yeah, I was lost too. I kind of got the gist of what bro was saying, but he was saying it in a really like weird way. All right, let's see if any of this stuff goes up. Which probably does. Do I just like take a trip to the city? Just impulse take a trip to the city? I've been wanting to go to the city for a while. Just get a hotel, go there for a day or two, the weekend. This doesn't go over here, but that doesn't go over here either. All of this doesn't go over here. Yeah. So I could just move on to the next section, I guess, right? Nah, I'll plan that. Because I did say I was going to stream Saturday and Sunday. Maybe next week. What's for dinner? It'll probably be like one of these Indian dinners that they have here. So good. I have some tuna here that I could eat, which has always been my go-to little snack. Some albacore. I mean, I could always stream from the city, right? friends said they wanted to get food later, probably before I go into work. Thing about this job is, I don't like the fact that they too needy. How can y'all not get more than 5 people to work at a time? That don't make no sense. And at the same time, you cheap. That it's like it's so crazy. It's wild. I don't even hate the people. I just hate the way that it works. The people and the job itself is cool. The way it works is just bare bones, just nonsensical. But such is life. I don't think life itself makes sense. It probably is not supposed to, honestly. That's the point. Yeah, I've been wanting to go out to a concert, some sort of event there for a long time. Let me see. I need to see if my boy is working, if he's DJing on Saturday. If not, then I could do that. We could plan. We could just go get a hotel and just do some shit up there. Anytime he goes there to work, I'll pop out just because, just to do it. That noise is really like eerie. Come into work and you still sleeping, man. It's like they understand the conditions of the job. I'm just the only one that's seen something of it. When I decided to take a step back, I don't want to hear nothing. Nada. What city? New York. Maybe go to Manhattan or something. In reality, I definitely want to go to like Cali or some shit. For sure. Or Miami. Miami. I don't know about Miami, man. I want to try to avoid, but California, Miami, they're all kind of the same thing. Maybe like a different country would be a better trip. Because it'll be the same thing as New York. You go to New York, a nice part of New York where you just party, you get drunk and do a whole bunch of stuff you're not supposed to be doing. You could just do that here, and that's not the goal. That's a lot of other people's goals, but that's not the goal for me. There's already too much degeneracy even in the same town. I don't need to go somewhere where that's amplified to a billion. That just wouldn't be a good investment of time and energy. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. It's not gonna take a while for me to get to where I want to get, time and financial wise. So I will start traveling a lot more. I also do want to go to a EDC or not a Coachella, absolutely not, but a EDC, some sort of electronic festival. I wonder when they're gonna have EDC in New York again. That shit, I'll put in my PTO for that if I'm still here by that time. I mean, but yeah, fuck the idea of PTO. I'm just gonna have time. Trying to get out that mindset of having to ask a motherfucker for when you could have time off. It's just you'll have that time. Honestly, once I start making another, once I like, I'd say this: if I can't make fucking $4,000 a month by next year, there's something seriously wrong with me. I'll hold myself to that. Like it's all there. It's all very easy. Just certain things need to be set up first. Get it monetized, selling a product, being good at selling that product, sales, being good at making content, uploading consistently. And I kind of had a little bit of success with like even just the YouTube and the shorts thing. Just seeing how like I had a video go viral on here. They got like basically a million views, like 600, 700,000, getting up to that million views sort of lane. And in that 1 month, I made like fucking $600 off that one video essentially. And that video made it so all of my other videos after that went viral. That was one video. And once I figured that out, I'm like, oh shit, I made this amount of money with this video. So at that point, I was uploading like 3-4 times a day. Every day I was making like 30 fucking $40. Like, yo. If I made $50 a day, would I have to still work? Once you get it to like $100 a day, or you're making $700 weekly, let's say your rent is $700, which it is, $700, $750, you wouldn't need to work anymore. $100 to $200 a day. That's all I need. That's all I need to learn how to make. There's some people doing that shit on autopilot. And now you can sell products and shit on TikTok, right? So that's the goal. If we can't do that, we might as well hang it up, man. Throw in the towel. I got you, yeah, for sure. I've been getting more into the nature side of myself. I want to get a bike too. I gotta get a bike. I've been seeing someone on a marketplace, but I'm a little too tall for them little ass bikes, man. I need something where I'm not gonna feel like a giant on some little ass vehicle. This is why things just turned around. I don't get it. I think I kind of like in a job like this, I kind of have to like dumb myself down, which I wouldn't mind doing, honestly. This is not a place that requires that much brain power. If I really just started just to play the part, I feel like people would start hating me, which would then just mean that they hate themselves. Because when you're smart and when you're like, doing shit correctly, people hate you. When you start acting like them and mimicking them and like legitimately just making fun of them, it's like they get mad. It's like, I don't get it. Why are we putting things like this? I can do this shit with my eyes closed. You got 2 eyes, you're still doing shit wrong. I don't understand how people fuck up a job as easy as this. I'm like 5'11", 5'12", or 5'11", yeah. Either 5'11" or 6 feet. I might have grown up another inch or some shit. I haven't really checked. It's been a couple of years. Yeah, I realized, because I was playing the game, I'm like, why am I still at this lower rank in this video game? I'm doing everything right. And the people that get the most sort of success are the people that just don't care about the game. In a place like this in which everybody's brain power is just limited or isn't being fully utilized, you're not going to find people. You get rewarded for being smart at lower points, lower sort of stages of life, lower areas of life, because you're in a place that is complete opposite from who you are and what you're doing. In a room full of people that will always worry about working a job, you having $1 million opportunity won't compute to them because it doesn't match up. So you get punished for being smart and aware when you're in lower parts of your life because it fundamentally goes against who you are as a person. But once you get to those higher parts in life, you will start to be more successful, which is why I call this phase of my life resistance. This is the resistance phase of my life because the people, not even the people, just the way that the world works wants to keep you here in this one spot. Because who you are is you're starting to phase out of that part of you. that doesn't relate to this sort of part of life anymore. So you end up losing. You become the loser, even though you're a winner, right? Society deems you as a loser. The way that people act make you seem as if you're a loser just because of the way that you move. But you gotta be on game and know, like, nah, it's just you're not in the right place that you need to be. There's some people that can compute that. Yeah, it becomes so hard. It's so hard. So you have to allocate that care to the people that deserve it. And sometimes I think a lot of the stuff that I say is starting to become out of touch, but it's legitimately not my job. I feel like it's okay to have it my job be the ones to educate the ones that deserve that or are willing to do good with information, but it's not my job to help people realize that, you know. All of this shit is dead. All of it. Whoever did this aisle, as a matter of fact, did a pretty decent job. I just don't get what they were doing over there with switching items around and shit. Just being aware is the worst, man. It's the best in the worst. Because you'll be a little bit smarter than the average person, but not a lot of other people will realize that. It's kind of like being aware makes it so that you're getting gaslit by society. When the reality, society is the one that's wrong. The way that this world works is the way is the right way, but it'll try to gaslight you. I'm trying to put emphasis on not blaming the world for the way that it is. Both evil and exist need to exist in this world for it to go around, right? It'll try to gaslight you, man. Like the amount of people I've come across that would complain about something, a certain issue, or the way that someone else treated them, and they'll treat other people the same way that they don't want to be treated. You're dangerous. In terms of all this AI stuff and the wars, I'm not scared of that shit at all. I'm scared of the person that's not aware. If you're not aware in this world, I'm extremely scared of you. Because you're not able to see what's reality. You're not able to see what's actually going on. So you're the most dangerous. I'm scared of that person. I'm not scared of no person that's coming out of the. I'm not scared of no demonic entity, none of that shit. I'm scared of the human being that isn't aware. I want to stay far, far away from those sort of people. But then again, I want to start to remove ego from it and just realize that people are just people. It is what it is. I want to try to not delve into just hate speech and hating other people just because of the way that they were brought up or the way that they are, but it's fucking hard to not really be super critical about people when certain things should just be like just automatic. Like you should be sympathetic to people. You shouldn't say certain nasty things. I shouldn't have to fucking tell people that. People in my comments say some of the most craziest things, and just because their life is bad, like a lot of people's life is bad, and they still kind. They still chill. Those people, it's hard for me to have remorse or want to care about those sort of people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of want to worry about the people that's still trying to be good people. I want to be uplifting and upgrading with other people, not worrying about everybody that's gonna complain and just be negative, you know. I also think like to a certain extent like you need like a bit of ego, but it's a specific sort of ego, you know. There's different types. There's the ego that's like survival, and then there's the ego that's pure, just narcissistic, non-aware sort of behavior.
Not that those can't work for your goals, just not stuff that I subscribe to, I still want to have honor at the end of the day. But the ego argument is difficult because ego is literally the same reason as to why we're still alive. If we didn't start cooking our food, our brains would have never developed. Ego came from that. We wanted our food to taste better. That was an ego driven, survival driven, because that's essentially what it is, right? Like you're trying to get the best. That might be on the same side of the other side of the coin of survival. It's a difficult topic, a difficult conversation. I'm still trying to figure it out. But there's certain things I just won't subscribe to. I don't subscribe to snaking and backdooring people because that's the sort of side of ego that a lot of people do, just for different opportunities. I don't subscribe to that. You don't have honor at that point. You're a snake. You're a thief. You're a liar. That's not good. That survival mode. Survival mode is a motherfucker, man. I'm actually like really happy you brought that up because it's making me start to consider this stuff within my mind. Because I can't just say f this and just. I think my biggest thing is maybe it is a little bit of doubt. Bro, I have certain things right now. Like I have money, but I don't have like a whip right now, and I'm like maybe I won't be able to find another source of employment as quickly. I mean, I know I will, but maybe not something that I want. So maybe it's a lot more comfort. Like I'm okay doing this. I just want better hours that work for me. Or maybe it's a multitude of all those things. But I do know when I let go, which is gonna be very soon, I'll have a big sigh of relief. I might shed a tear or two. 'Cause that's what I was working so hard for the past year for, just to get to this point. But I'm not gonna allow this job to stop me from getting to where I'm at. And I've been careless. Like now I speak my mind. Now I don't care. Now I'm gonna do what I want now. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like that's so profound. Like there's no signs in this life. Asking from a sign from above or from God, that doesn't make any sense. Like you feeling the way you are is the sign. You're the sign. Who you want to be and what you want to do in this life is the biggest sign. You don't need a sign from above. You don't need a visual. You don't need some crazy event to happen. It's you, and it's always gonna be you. Sometimes it takes its time, man. A feather. And the thing is too, like a lot of people don't have that imagination. I grew up like maladaptive daydreaming, so it's like I understood. I was able to experience life through seeing the beauty of like, or even just like allowing music to change me in that way. So now it's like I'll get pissed off if I can't be creative or meet other people that are creative. That shit kills me inside. Not everything else, society, all that sort of shit kills me inside. Not being able to be creative and experience those things. That's what kills me inside, not everything else. Like I care less about everything else. Shit that kills me is not being able to express. I don't blame. I don't even really care about what other people had. I'm actually really happy for what other people had. I wouldn't want anybody to, or maybe people should experience some sort of level of adversity because it'll give you perspective, you know. I think perspective is the reason as to why I'm at right now. Being able to understand it and then use it and turn it into something positive. But you know, it's time to start really seeing what life is about and enjoying it. Everybody else around you can't be bragging about how great their life is, and then you're just there doing the grunt work. It's like, all right, well, it's just gonna be my time. Everybody has their time, you know. Yeah, these these you know divine interventions, these events, they do happen. I believe. I've had a couple happen to me. It's like really like unexplainable sort of occurrences. I'm gonna try to find your Instagram and I'll add you. I have a relatively newer account, but I'm gonna be planning on ramping up stuff on that account and on my other YouTube. We could definitely talk about like content and shit. You know what's crazy too? Like, especially when it comes to a job like this, some people's way of life really is the way it is because you're in place to do the work. Think about how crazy that is. If a business that's making $1 million a year only has one worker, but that worker decides to quit and start his own business, well then his life is fucked up, and the worker's life is now at the top. So now to really live the life that you want to live, and for that person to stop living the life that they want to live, it depends on you. There's people that start businesses all the time and it's being held up by two people. That person, those two people leave, your way of life is fucked. You're gonna have to figure out how to replace that person or either start working yourself. It's the situation here. So big moves coming soon. Nah, yeah, I think you're chilling. It's really hard to. I mean, I'm pretty sure people know me and maybe some of my personal info on here. Not super uber duper, you know, personal, but they have some sort of measure of who I am in real life. But it's pretty easy to find me on social media. It's not easy to find me in real life though. I don't think I've doxed that, but let's get it. Did I get paid yet? Not yet. I didn't get paid yet. Go home, probably get another salad, or maybe I get something different. Maybe I get something different today. A salad or I don't know. Probably nothing bad. Salad just works, but like a rice bowl or something with some more protein in it. Today's an off day from the gym, so it lands on the right day, and then I got a job later on. And we work on Thursday or Friday. Hopefully they don't put me on tomorrow or Saturday. This check I'm supposed to be getting should be amazing. It should be great. Great. I know I worked my days last week. As soon as I finish eating, I'm going right to sleep when I get home. Because I got to be up at like 4 or 5.
Hopefully, I could finish this job and come home and at least sleep for like 2 hours. If it ends at 7, I could get at least 2 hours of sleep. Salmon bowl sounds good. Yeah, man, I got some salmon, some albacore right here. Probably take my break soon after I get out this aisle, or the next aisle at least. Just thank God for another day, more blessings, more capital, more life, more health. Just grateful. Even just looking at the effort. The three people that's here right now is the people that's putting in the most effort in the entire store. You lose one, the entire shit is destabilized. It's okay because this shit is nothing. So I actually kind of enjoy doing it. And these motherfuckers that walk up in here don't even, like literally struggling, using 100% of their brain power to organize some shit. Kind of crazy. Whoever was in this aisle did a decent job because I could just go over it really quickly and then just fuck off. So I'll give props when props is due. Biggest takeaway is don't let the rabbit get the gun, man. Don't let the rabbit get the gun. I'm aiming to become an unstoppable force. Do not let the rabbit get the gun. The game is always fun until the rabbit gets the gun, man. I don't even know if I could say gun on Instagram, on fucking YouTube Live. Don't let the rabbit get the toy gun, man. Yeah, for a person that has OCD, you would, yeah, they would love you, but I don't have OCD and I'm still organizing this shit, and they still like we can still be compensated a little bit better. But a place like Walmart, they'll compensate you a little bit better. Probably have a little bit more better benefits. The thing is, with a job like this, they don't like when you benefit too much, right? Jobs could tell when some jobs will fire you or take things away because they see that your life is too good. Oh, you can't just be working these hours in here and having your life. We can't have that here. Goodbye. They don't like when you benefit too much. But the jobs in this town, like, it gets so deep, man. It really does. That's a larger conversation. In a way, I'm gonna have to word so I don't get canceled or whatever. But there's certain things with the way that this town is, that's a larger problem within society. But then again, not shit that I could control. Once I get outside of those sort of things, it won't be a problem for me. with just certain things that I don't like about where the society is going in terms of opportunities. But it is what it is. As a man, you just gotta say it is what it is and just be like, all right, well, you be mad as shit, mad about shit all day, but action is still the thing that matters. You take action, keep your head down for a bit, work on your shit, work on yourself, become a better person, you'll be out. Most of this shit don't matter anyway. Just chalk it up, wipe your hands, and say, let's get to work. Let's do this shit. It's that on a daily basis. Like when you're super critical of people and you want people to feel as deeply as you and to understand things, it gets mad. You get mad, not necessarily because people are different, but because they're not willing to at least like understand or change, you know? Not that it is anybody's job to be how you want them to be, but you do want to be around people that are a little bit more emotionally stable and aware. And it is really frustrating to be around people that are not aware. As a person that went through shit, I had to become aware because I saw the consequences of not being through many people, family, friends, ex-friends, exes. I understand the implications, the negative implications of not being aware and emotionally stable within the society. It's literally life or death. So it's just that some certain like angry, negative sides of me will come out sometimes, especially when I'm on that fucking game, man. I've become a little bit better. I think like in terms of maturity, I've become a lot better. I don't know. I want to get a little bit more of just. I want to provide value to the internet, but I don't want to be on the internet because I don't think most of these people actually exist in real life. If I'm being honest, so much of the shit that you see on the internet just isn't real. Like that ass is just not. It's not real. And also, the things that are being said and done on the internet, these same sort of people just wouldn't even fathom. I see how people act in real life. It's a difference. There's not a lot of people I know that are willing to just say fuck everything and fuck everybody. I'm gonna do what I want to do, no matter how many, no matter who I'm around or where I'm at. There's not a lot of people like that exist within society. So there's not really much to worry about. But I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna lock in for the rest of these hours. And yeah, wow, they actually did a pretty bang up job in terms of this aisle, which is great. It's great to see. I'm gonna end off the stream here. Thank you guys for joining, man. Yeah, hit the like button. Support your boy. Hopefully, I will see you again live on Saturday and Sunday. Of course, Star, thanks for showing up and I'm gonna tap in with you for sure. We could talk about some stuff. Enjoy listening to what you have to say. Have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate that. Grape Kool-Aid. I appreciate that, man. For real, that like just the words of encouragement. It really does go a long way. That's the best thing you could do for me, for real. Y'all have a great night. I will talk to you guys soon. I love you all. Stay blessed. Keep your head up. And enjoy your day.